5 Westerns fans call perfect. Kevin Costner didn't make the list. Most of them are old school. Few genres have such a monumental legacy as the Western. It's also one of the oldest and the most cherished ones, with several different eras of development and a bunch of names that are considered to be legends. It may be an old genre, but that doesn't mean there's any less love and interest in Western films today. Instead, the movie industry tries to keep up with the pioneer hits. However, it seems like old-school movies are still dominating the field, just because nothing feels quite like them. Over the years, there have been numerous remarkable Westerns that have thrilled audiences, but only a few of them are called masterpieces. Here are 5 Westerns that fans agree are simply perfect. Point 1. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, 1966. There's no way we would have started the list with any other movie than this Sergio Leone's classic. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is the final installment of his Dollars trilogy, and apparently is the best one as well. We love it for many reasons, but the biggest one is Clint Eastwood. His iconic role of the man with no name left everyone speechless. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is a spaghetti western, and definitely the most influential one in the history of cinema. Fans of the genre love it for amazing cinematography, perfect cast and acting, and of course the exceptional music from Ennio Morricone. Point 2. The Searchers, 1956. John Ford's The Searchers is another classic that every Western fan should see at least once in their life. The cast of the movie is exceptional, with John Wayne as war veteran Ethan Edwards. The man is desperate to find his nieces, who he believes are being held captive. His family was brutally murdered, so this is his only chance to reunite with the ones he loves. Edwards' role is perfectly written, allowing viewers to dive deep into his character as he realizes everything about himself during his journey. He travels many dark and lonely paths to fulfill the difficult mission he has set for himself. My favorite movie. It's horrific, funny, brutal, redeeming, visually stunning, and by far Wayne's greatest acting. Ethan is multiple things. A severe code of what's right and wrong, but has done robbery, genocide, treason, murder. He has also been a fierce protector of his family and even his sidekick, the orphan Martin Polly. Reddita Potter Gavin 14 said, in the early 90s, Clint Eastwood's name was still big in the genre, and the gripping Western he directed called Unforgiven definitely had something to do with that. In the movie, he also played the role of a former gunslinger, William Money, who learns of 2 men who brutally attacked a woman, leaving her permanently disabled. And he and his friend Ned decide to do something about it. William Money is everything that Clint Eastwood was not in his heydays. He can't mount a horse, he can't shoot straight, his hands shake when holding a gun. In one shot, Clint Eastwood demystified and deglamorized the gunslinger, the cowboy. He stripped him of his superhero status and showed he was someone like us, as vulnerable as could be. Redditor Lone Wolf India said. Point 4. Once Upon a Time in the West, 1968. Here's another Sergio Leone masterpiece from the late 60s. A perfect choice for someone who has already seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. Once again, it's part of a trilogy, but this time it's the first movie. It features 2 of Hollywood's biggest stars at the time, Henry Fonda and Charles Bronson. They both play antagonistic roles and are soon pitted against each other, resulting in some brilliant shots that will be remembered forever. 5. Django Unchained, 2012. Finally, we're going to give a little credit to the movies of our century. And, of course, the praise goes to Quentin Tarantino for creating the 2012 film Django Unchained. As many Tarantino fans know, he had a real crush on the spaghetti western genre. In the making of this movie, he certainly managed to pay homage to the classics and use some of his own markers, hence the blood everywhere. The cast of the movie is brilliant, with Jamie Foxx, Christoph Waltz, and Leonardo DiCaprio at the center.